Greetings and salutations, my dear friends. Solasta 2 is finally in our hands. An magnificent tabletop RPG experience set into digital worlds. You could basically call it a homebrew Dungeon and Dragons adventure. Solasta 2 was already magnificent, but thanks to time issues and more, they couldn't deliver necessarily the visual quality that the team can bring to the table. And Solasta 2 definitely reflects more of their talents, and I'm very excited to have, again, your wonderful group banter, your 5e rule sets when it comes to Dungeons & Dragons, turn-based combat, magnificent, and as my chatters, some of them hate it, chef's kiss adventuring. I have a little bit of a predicament over here. I have one arm in gypsum, so I will be only hovering around with the mouse and have a little bit of a harder time to control stuff. My controller is sadly not charged, otherwise I would have done it through the controller. But in here, we're gonna do the character creation, we're gonna start the adventure, and overall this early access journey shall be a sort of guide, a sort of learning platform for you and me, where we're gonna discover how settings work. I did a wonderful tutorial video on BG3. So maybe when 1.0 is out, I'll do one over here as well. You let me know down in the comments below if you want to have it, and if you want some specific topic or anything alike. So please let me know. For this early access campaign, I have talked to my dear content creator friends, Slandered Gaming, Liz, or Liz Plays on YouTube, or is it just Liz? I have to double check, and Wolfheart. These three wonderful people have accepted to be part of my early access group, accompanied by me, so we're gonna have a streamer group, so to say, to set out. Sadly, we're not playing co-op, but this is the closest I can get to play together with these magnificent people. So we're gonna create three of the characters that represent them. Then I'll create a character that represents me, and there will be timestamps down below if you want to jump over the character creation to the very end and just jump into the adventure. And with that, let us set, go, and start. With this statement, what fits best? Recommended difficulty. I'm familiar with Solasta and 5e rule sets, and I enjoy a tactical challenge. Authentic mode, if you pick anything else, it is explorer mode and makes it easier. That is where we're gonna go. As of the campaign, we're gonna grab the Mark of Marike as our campaign. You might have seen this area, I think, already in the demo, if I'm not mistaken, or parts of it. Could be wrong, though. Starting level 1, definitely. Authentic mode, please, thank you kindly. And with that, we are creating our party. Oh, I'm excited. I got pictures of everybody. You probably saw it in the thumbnail of how to create them. Or what kind of wishes they have in classes and whatnot. So, we're gonna grab for an advanced creation over here. You can, of course, to quickly jump back from here, you can, of course, go for select premates, where you can grab any of the premates character and ready to go. Or you can have the quick creation, where you don't want to fiddle around too much and just go, okay, I want this class, I want this race, I want that background. Hit randomize a couple of times, or just hit randomize a couple of times, and if you don't like it, you can click on the picture and alter the looks of the character, and that's that. But we're gonna create it all at our own, so this will take some time here a little bit, just as a heads up. Keep in mind, it's early access, it's not the final build. Visual glitches might appear, graphical glitches, visuals and graphicals are the same core maker. Technical glitches might appear, so there might be some oddities that we might encounter, but still I think it is a charming experience. So, advanced creation, let's jump on in. First, we are creating Liz. Liz said a fighter with an elfin or human ancestry. We're gonna go for human. Yes. The class will be the fighter. The fighting style will be shielding. When you are within 5 foot of a friendly creature that is being attacked, you can use your reaction to give them a +2 bonus to their AC until the start of the next turn. Or we go for defense. While wearing armor, you gain a +1 AC. I think we're going to go for defense for increasing our AC overall. AC means armor class, meaning the system works with a d20 dice roll. So the computer rolls a d20 dice, and if they hit the same number that you have or above, that means they hit. And only after that, a dice will be thrown for determining how much damage your character gets. Same is ruled vice versa towards the enemy. You're gonna see some rolls happening, and we're gonna go more into that details when we're playing. But for now, we're gonna go with the fighting style defense, giving us a +1 AC overall when we are wearing armor. That's pretty neat. With that, we are the ancestry human. Human, choose one proficient step. Versatile. So it could be a magic initiative in cleric, a magic initiative in wizardry. We could be quick. So we have an higher distance, because this distance is 30 feet. If we quick, we can go 35. Opportunity attacks have disadvantage on us, so we can go in and out of combat with them having an attack of opportunity, disadvantage roll attack on us. We could be ready for war, where we're proficient with light armor, shield, and martial weapons. This we are already, if I'm not mistaken, from the class of our front fighter. Let's have a quick look here. Proficiencies, light armor, shield, martial weapons. So this year we have already covered thanks to our class. Keep that in mind when you're picking your ancestry skill here. Because if I could go for ready for war, this would be more or less not helping me here, because it's double the same. Robust. Your hit points maximum increases by amount of equal to the character's level when you gain this feat. Whenever you gain a character level after, your maximum HP is increased by an additional 1 HP. So you definitely want Robust to get early on. On top of that, if you become stable, one unconscious at 0 HP, you immediately regain 1 HP. Robust. Savage Attacker. You train to deal particularly damaging strikes. Once per turn, when you do an attack roll to hit the target with a weapon, you roll the weapon's damage twice and use the best roll against the target. Oh, interesting. So Savage Attacker here works. If you hit, you roll the damage dice twice and you take the bigger number, meaning more DACA. We gain proficiency in a combination of 3 skills or tools of our choice. Or vigilant, have sharp senses and perception already. I would definitely say that Liz is quite skilled. She is a singer. She has a magnificent talent for arts. She's overall skilled, I would say. A jack of many trades. So I think skill would fit here very good in terms of that. So we're going to go for skills. And then we can pick later on 3 proficiencies she is very good at when we come to more of the abilities and whatnot. So, abilities. We're going to go for... You could go over here for auto, and it just applies how you want to set them with the modifier next to them. Or you can use the point buy system here and click in there. Maybe later on we get a dice roll system where you can roll the dice and pick the numbers and draw them in. But for now, it is a point buy, meaning the first points are cheap. If you pass 10, you have to spend 2 points already for getting 1 up. 11, 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, 7 points, and so on and so forth. What's important here is the modifier over here. Meaning there's going to be a lot of checks in the game. So that means if... For example, I want to push a stone. I have to do a strength check. And the strength check is a d20 plus my modifier. Let's say the difficulty level is a 13. So I need to roll 13 and higher. If I would have here, for example, a strength of 15, maybe even pump it up to 16 in the next step over here, where we can choose 3 different things depending on my background. That is definitely not Acolyte. I'm going to go to that in a bit. I can then have a +3 modifier. So if the difficulty level is 13 and I roll a 10, I get my modifier bonus on that, a +3. and I would hit the target's difficulty level, meaning I can push that stone away. That's how the premise of skill checks work. I'm a fan, the more flaws a character has, the more interesting and unique your experience is. Because if you are good at everything and just succeed at every role, I personally think that is just plain boring. I like when people have a failure. I like when some odd situation turns out in a complete different way because you screwed up that dexterity check to open up the door and you have to crawl in through the window, and that alarms the people, and so everyone has a unique experience thanks to the RNG of the dice roll itself. So as a dungeon master myself, I always let the dice tell also a story. So before we get into the abilities though, we have to pick a background, what kind of background the character comes from. And I can see her already here straight up that either artists, because she draws things herself quite a lot, or I could see her as a wanderer as well. You were found by villagers and brought to the cold orphanage at a very young age. No one knew where you come from. Perhaps you just ran away from home. After your time at the orphanage, the wanderlust took over and led you to visit the so-called Lost Valley, where you discovered wonders beyond your imagination. Her living in Switzerland and whatnot, I think a little bit of hiking wanderlust is definitely scripted into her DNA over there. So I think wander, maybe sellsword, maybe artists would fit the jam. And I think we're gonna go for wanderer. I'm a wanderer. Recommended personality, we're gonna do that later on when we hear with the appearance and whatnot. So as a wanderer, she gets the Savage Attacker as an origin feat on top of that. So we do have our did we grab again? Human. We did grab skilled over here. And then we have the wanderer, so we have skilled and Savage Attacker, where we can re-roll our damage dice and take the bigger one. Pretty strong. Pretty strong. So, we're gonna go for 15 on strength, dexterity up to 14, constitution up to 14, maybe dexterity even up to 15. Nah, that's too much. Or, we'll see. Then, the rest I would like to get up to at least 10, so we don't have a negative over here. So as I said, she's a jack of all trades. She's pretty good at everything, or a lot of things. Intelligence measures the accuracy of recalling and the ability of reason, perspective and intuition, charismatic, equivalence, charming, commanding. I remember she said that she's quite the introvert when it comes to meeting people outside of her safe box, being the streaming. Let's see her. Brave. Put dexterity down to a 12. So then intelligence 2 up, and dexterity we move 1 up to 13. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. 15, 13, 13, 12, 10, 10. Next, over here we can now put 3 more points into the ability scores thanks to being a human. So we're gonna push strength up to 16, dexterity up to 14, and constitution up to 14, giving us a better modifier on top of that. And now we are choosing our proficiencies. What are we good at? Selecting a skill proficiency, granting a proficiency bonus on the ability checks of this ability. Again, over here, we can see the modifier when such a skill checks is required of us, what kind of bonus we get on that. So, athletics I'm gonna put a point in acrobatics. Although perception is wisdom. Let's switch intelligence for wisdom. Exactly. That's good. And then we're gonna go for athletics and perception. You know, perceiving things around, seeing, detecting things. I think that that would be a fitting role for Shield Maiden. Even though our Shield Maiden doesn't look like a Shield Maiden right now. Weapon Mastery. What kind of weapon? Either a spear and shield. Axe and shield, I could also see. There's the difference between battle axe. If you hit a creature with this weapon, you can force the creature to make a constitution saving throw. If not, they're prone. Ooh, that's pretty strong. Great Axe is a two-hander, if I'm not mistaken. If you hit a creature with a melee attack roll using this weapon, you can perform a second melee attack against another creature within your reach, but with a disadvantage on the first. You don't need your ability to modify it to the second attack. Excuse me. Or a typical hand axe. If you hit and deal damage to a creature with this weapon, you have advantage on your next attack roll against the creature before the end of your next turn. A longsword, I could see that happening as well. You know what? Let's go for longsword and shield. Sword and shield. Sword and board. Shield Maiden. Valkyrie style. So, longsword. Oh, we can pick multiple things. Let's grab longsword and longbow. And also hand axes. So, now we can pick another one from the human ancestry. Religion, sleight of hand, stealth, persuasion, nature, medicine, insights. Let's have a bonus on insight checks. Having like a good intuition of people are lying or not. Having a background as a social worker, I think she might have a skill in reading people. So let's go for insights. Oh my. There's quite a lot of knowledge about this. That knowledge is definitely lacking for Slandered and Wolfhounds. So, what kind of languages can she speak? I could see her being fighting against orcs. Against some wild tribes. So, orcs. And then trading with the dwarves. Learning those languages. And now we get from our skilled feats, picking a human over here. We get the skilled one where we can get even more. So we're gonna get a point into acrobatics. We're gonna get a point into medicine, being a wandering warrior, definitely being able to treat the wounds and stuff like that might not be bad. And also sneaking around. Sneaky warrior. Interesting combination. So, to the character. Body. Female. Custom value. This is what? Let's see here. Bomb. Something like that. To 9. And then we can shape... put some shapes together. Eight. Fix over there. Yeah. So go into some sort of the direction. The cheekbones up there. The kind of like tender, narrow direction. Let's go for that. Then some skin presets. Definitely has that Viking pale. Not sunburned, moonburned. Bomb. Brightness saturation is pretty good. No vitiligo. You can go crazy, of course, in terms of how you want to make your character. That's completely up to you. So, you can make the wildest creations there. Face. Eyes. I think there's like some sort of green tints with a brown mix. Presence. Iris color brightness. Darker green. Only that. There we go. Wrinkles. No wrinkles. At least not yet. No freckles. Freckle positions. We can also decide what kind of color, big size, a scar. Maybe like a cheek scratch from wandering. Being attacked once. Scar depth. Can be quite nasty. Scar size. Maybe a small one. And the position. Somewhere here on the cheek, like right of the protection, got like a hit in. Damn. Chipped away a little bit. So, arts. We can over here some tattoos. Carve that thing herself. Nah, that's silly. Cancel. What other tattoos we have? Skull. All kinds of lines. I'm gonna play around with those and make all kinds of shenanigans. No tattoos. You can mirror the odds, you can change the colors of it, and so on and so forth. That's wild. Wait, apply as tattoo? What does that mean? I was like, it's just hovered over, actually put into the skin. Wild. So, overall, I am somewhat happy with what we can do. We can't play around with the eye size and whatnot, at least not yet. Scar, freckles, iris size, colors. We could go for heterochromonia. Where the left iris. And that brown. Brighter brown. Confirm. And the inner circle is that greenish tint. Oh wait, it was the other way around. It was the other way around. Never mind. If I'm not hitting it accurate, I'm sorry. There we go. go. So, and the other eye, let's put it into some icy blue. Something like that. The inner circle maybe an even brighter blue. There we go. So then here. I think we should go for something Shield Maiden-esque, ready for battle, where the hair is not in the way. So double braided. Yes, double braided it is. Eyebrows. Definitely well formed. Looks good. Eyebrow rotation. Something like that. Eyebrow size. Something like that. Eyebrow shape. Okay, never mind. We have that already. Hair and eyebrow color presets. Definitely darker. Highlight color. Root color, coverage, all kinds of highlights you can do over here. Eyebrow color is the same. Beard color. It's good. Good. Maybe a little bit of a brownish tint there, but I think it does the job. Oh, there. I'm not really happy about the eye spiel, though. I'm gonna go back to normal eyes. Yeah, this is more of a stare into your soul. Who are you? So, then, makeup. I think like none. Maybe a cat eye. Eyeliner color, opacity. Glitter. Eyeshadow color. Oh wow, there is so much stuff. We have a little bit of a red. Eyeshadow capacity. Good smirk. Good smirk. Blush. Okay, we can have some cheek blushing. Oh boy. Oh boy. No blushies. We can see I'm very experienced in putting up makeup and whatnot. Highlighters. None. Lipstick. None. Identity. Is Liz. Over here. Personality. Hero. I think. Caregiver. Enthusiastic, optimistic, lighthearted, and helpful. The everyman. Friendly and somewhat bland. The hero. The innocent. Soft-spoken, conflict avoidant, the jester, the outlaw, the ruler, the sage. Passionate and eager. I could see her as a very caregiving character. Taking care of others.
Hello?
Hello?
Thought I heard movement, maybe saw something, but I wasn't sure.
What about voice 3?
That might be so, but we still haven't worked out what we're supposed to be doing yet. You must need help with something.
This is the place. I remember being here.
I think voice 4 fits more. We're all of the Coldwell family, since we're all from the same, what do you call it, orphanage. That's where we start as the backgrounds. Yeah, I'm happy. Liz is done. Save. Liz Coldwell, the fighter. Yeah. Good. Fighter Human is done. Up next, we are making Slandered Gaming. He wanted to be a Paladin. And a Paladin he shall receive. Paladin frontliner healer. The cleric is a little bit better at healing. I can live with a Paladin as well. Good. Class dead. Ancestry. Also human. He's gonna be robust. With extra HP. Or vigilant could also think. Good. Sharp senses. Proficiency in perception. If you're already proficient, you get expertise in profession instead. And never has an issue if we are getting surprised attack. Oh. Overall, the class itself works good with strength and charisma. Starts with a long sword. Can we alter the equipment yet already? Not yet. Later on, probably can. Because we could in Solasta 1 choose what kind of starting weaponry and whatnot we are having with us. So we'll vigilance for our backgrounds. An occultist. During your time in the orphanage, you were always attracted to the hidden and forbidden knowledge. Where others follow well-trodden academic paths, you strike out into the intellectual unknown, which is surprising as it is dangerous. In any literal wilderness, you left to pursue your obsessive interest and found the master of the occult. Of a kind, and you had never heard of before, who told you about many secrets of the power of the stars and the magic under the earth. Interesting. Master tools, scroll kits. Get the magic initiative wizard. Or a philosopher. You're found in the ruins of the Snow Alliance borders after the war against Gallivin and brought to the orphanage by a retiring cleric. After spending years growing up in the orphanage, you returned to where you thought you belonged, Valkarkopun, and became one of Gorm's wise students, but the call for adventure remained present in your minds. Could also see him as a lawkeeper. That could definitely work as well. Oh, so many good decisions. Or typical acolytes. You're found as a baby in front of the Coldwell Orphanage during your time. You followed the teachings of your adoptive mother, Mahin, who was once a cleric of Maranke. She never forced you to follow her own religion, but you got used to helping during Mass and learned the basics of church life. Then you left for the Inorum to learn about religion, supported by your adoptive father, who had high-placed friends there. Could also work. Could also work. Or a spy. Let's make him an acolyte. He worked close with our adoptive mother, Mahin, and kind of became a paladin of Maranke. Yeah, that's the way we go. Ancestry has been changed. Robust. Abilities. So, if I am remembering correctly, the class itself is using athletics, insight, intimidation, persuasion, religion, paladin spellcasting. Charisma is my spellcast modifier. Okay, so we want to go on charisma a lot. Beautiful. Then we want definitely to have charisma quite high, combined with strength, dexterity on 10, constitution. Should be in good situation there. You're gonna take 2 points into constitution out. Put also some points into wisdom. And 1 more point into constitution. So then we can have here 1 point in constitution. 2 points into intelligence. And 14, 10, 14, 12, 12, 14. Exactly. Proficiencies. You should be good at both intimidation and persuasion. Can be both very charismatic, but also very angry. So we want you to be good with a Morning Star. And the longsword, Morningstar, and mace. Exactly. What are we good at? Deception, history checks. We are teaching the draconic ways, and since we read old languages, we do know also the Elven language. So in terms of spell, I can choose 2. We could bless people to get a 1d4 to our attack rolls, meaning we roll a d20 and we get a 1d4 added onto our attack rolls, making us easier to hit. We could have a Divine Smite, adds 2d8 radiant damage. Yes, we want a nice smite. And could either have Cure Wounds or Heroism. I think Cure Wounds, we're gonna go for that. To be able to either heal or smite the living crap out of the enemy. So he is slandered. I call it Slander G, as for Slandered Gaming. His personality trait should be the Sage. Curious, nosy, talkative, curious about everything.
Hello. This is the place. I remember being here.
Okay, what's voice 1?
I thought I heard movement, maybe saw something, but I wasn't sure.
Well, voice 1 it shall be, Slandered Gaming. There we go. Sage. Boom. Boom. Save. Now to the appearance. Let's see what kind of preset we want to go for. I think 7 fits quite nice. There we go, like that. The saturation. Color brightness. Jesus. Color multiplier. Something like that. If I have the picture now in front of me. Yeah, somewhere around there. Good. That's that. Perfect. I have to take the makeup off. Please, thank you. Please, thank you. No lipsticks. There we go. So, face. Color. Mine, some standard brown. Iris color brightness. A little bit. It's kind of glassy. We also the eye model right now, but it does the trick. It does the trick. Wrinkle types, a tiny bit. Slender is older, not that old. Some wrinkly doos. We have no freckles, no scars. Maybe some religious arts. Or probably not, especially since we're gonna go for no hair, no beard, little bit thinner. There we go. Beautiful. Hair color. Dark. All kinds of hair highlight range, eyebrow color. A little bit darker. Perfect. Perfect. Makeup we did already. That's a lot faster than with Liz. Yeah, look at the picture. I'm happy. I'm happy. Hope they are as well. Oh, the siege. We're safe. We're safe. So, now the Wolfhard. Wolfhard said that I can go wild in terms of that. So he will be our rogue, an archer rogue. I'm gonna have him do the shooting toots and be fighting from the distance. His ancestry shall be a halfling. He should be a spy. Background as a spy. Hired by some agency. Abilities. I'm gonna go for dexterity. So, definitely high wisdom. Put a point in dexterity. What do we get here? Dexterity, intelligence, charisma. So we're gonna have like that. And we have a little bit of points left. Let's make you somewhat charismatic. As a spy, you should be able to maneuver around all the best with your sweet tongue. Good. Then, stealth and sleight of hands. And investigation as a spy and insights. And we'll get expertise in sleight of hand and sneakin as a language we do speak halfling already, so gnomish. We are friends with the little folk. And we do like our short bows and short swords. Or could have a rapier. Like poking. Poking sticks. Short bow and rapier. We get 2 more languages because of the spying. Granted by the rogue class, the gnomish. So, how we also speak goblin and giants. The small one is able to talk with the big ones. Let's work on the looksies. So, headset presets. 2. Oh, 2 fits the picture already pretty good of Wolfhard. Skin presets. I am happy with the look. So, yeah, skin so far looks good. Face. Give him sharp-looking eyes. A bit towards the whites. No wrinkles. A little bit of freckles. What if I say mirror the freckles? Does that mean for me when I go left? Is there the same on the right side? Yes, there is. Okay. Can now lower the size of it. Something like that. Ooh, there we go. Look at that handsome halfling. And also rotate the freckles a little bit. That's perfect. Want some scars? Now let's go without scars. But I think a tattoo. Like a little spy symbol. The little dagger spiel. Can we put it on the neck somehow? There we go. On the neck. Rotation. Make a little bit bigger. And the color should be black. There we go. That's what all the other spies had. This was their symbol. And when identifying to one another, we're just pulling down the collar. Like, hey, look at that. Good. Hair. Hair color is definitely pretty dark. Yes. Then hair-wise. Dude, I'm shocked. This hits Wolfhard's straight up. Did they CGI'd him? Face scanned him? Yeah, this is the hair. This is the hair. Bum. Wow. Wow. So, beard style. Bushy beard. Porn stash. I could see him with this kind of like musketeer stash in goatee. Yes, we're gonna go with that. Makeup wise, please no makeup. Thank you kindly. There we go. Good, everything is disabled. And then the identity. Outlaw. I could see him being the jester of our group.
You must need help with something.
Exactly. And his name shall be not Aldo, but Wolfhards. All the names and the channel links are in the description down below. Wolfhards. I'm sorry, I'm having my difficulty here. Wolfhards. There we go. Please check them out. Share them a subscription and some love. Perfect. What has been created? Our rogue. Halfling. And then myself. Advanced creation. We are gonna play as an sorcerer. Not a wizard. Sorcerer. Eldritch Blast. Let's see, a spear. Interesting. Sorcerer's outfits. And throwing daggers we're getting. Difference between sorcerer and wizards. Wizards need a spellbook. They learn it through studies. Sorcerers are the ones who have the magic inside of them. They're drawing the power from somewhere of inside. Depending. Could be, I don't know, a pact with a demon or something like that. So we're gonna play as a sorcerer. And I'm gonna be a dwarf sorcerer. Yes. Oh. Okay, let's go to our backgrounds. Backgrounds. I could see myself being a sellsword, hiring my skills out there. Could also see myself being a lawkeeper. Or an aristocrat. After a few years of the Cole orphanage, you were offered to live in a castle as a groom by one of your adoptive father's relatives. So you left to spend a few years learning the tricks and etiquettes of nobility, as well as the intricacies of titles, lineage, and heritage. Yeah. We're a philosopher. To be or not to be? Let's be a philosopher. No, wait, philosopher we have already for Slandered. Then I'm gonna grab the aristocrats. Mingled with the nobility. Origin feat is skilled. Okay. What kind of ancestry thing do I get as a dwarf? I get dark vision, resilience against poison, toughness, and stone cunning. Gain tremor sense for 10 minutes. You can pinpoint the location of creatures within distance, provided that they're all in contact with the same stone surface. I can use a bonus action, I guess. A number of time equal to my proficiency bonus per long rest. Interesting. Stone cunning. Aristocrats. Abilities. So, we want charisma to be as far as possible. Constitution, dexterity. So let's move dexterity up, constitution up. Charisma 1 more point. Then intelligence and wisdom up to 12. And now that my hand is in gypsum, I'd say let's lower strength even down to 8. And constitution down to 10. And therefore putting dexterity up to 14. What do we get over here? Constitution and strength. We put that to 16, then we can put that up to there. Okay. Okay. Good. So we are good at deception and intimidation as an aristocrat. We speak, of course, Dwarvish. And Elvish. We are somewhat good in Arcana. Somewhat good in Performance. And somewhat okay in the Religion. So, select cantrips as a sorcerer. Acid Splash, Poison Spray. True Strike, Sorcerer's Burst. On hit, deal 1d8 damage of your choice. A cantrip, range 120 feet. Firebolt. Dazzle. Shadow Dagger. Bit of Armor. Chill Touch. Ray of Frost. Annoying Bees. Poison Spray. Light. Sorcerer's Burst. So this does 1d8 damage. 1d10 damage. One d10 psychic damage. With a wisdom save. Grant temporary hit points per minute. Chill Touch. It's a melee thing. I have 4 up to them. Okay, so I'm gonna go for Firebolt. I'm gonna go for Sorcerer's Burst. Lights for occasional highlighting stuff. And if somebody comes too close, I would like to give them an Chill Touch. Good. Select spells to learn you can cast with spell slots. Okay, so these are our first spells we'll do here. Magic Missiles. Comprehend Languages. Could be a ritual thing. Thunder Wave. Shield. Major Armor. Major Armor, definitely. Featherfall, Force Life, Burning Hands, Charm Person, Magic Orb, Color Spray. Magic Missiles. Always good to have because magic missiles cannot be blocked. Save. Edits, because I forgot to make my character over here. So. Let's see here. Add presets. 11. That'll be like Mongolian style. Only that we changed the skin. Skin saturation. There we go. Skin brightness. Perfect. Color tint. Pale as the moon. Beautiful. So, character-wise, I am happy-ish. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Face-wise, other color of the eyes. I do have something like that, but the iris color is dark brown. Actually, no. The iris color is kind of like hawkish green. When I'm getting angry, or very interested in my wife, then the eyes become very greenish. on the outer borders. Other than that, it is dark brown. So, not happy. Nah, looks silly. Let's go with 3. Big rain. Not happy. Yeah, we're going with the 3 presets. A little bit of wrinkles, cause me old. I'm a 90s kid, so the wrinkles are here, and the white gray. No freckles. Scar. Definitely on my head and the back, but don't think that if that makes sense to put it there. Tattoos, not yet happy with the choice that there is. Oh, it's the same here for male and female. Okay. Yeah. Eyebrows. And like the 6-1. There we go. Eyebrow size like that. Music is very charming. Beard style. Braided if possible. They're kind of lost in the clothing a little bit. Gonna go with this big bushy beard. So, hair color. Definitely darker, but we want the tip colors to be white. Actually, not white, grayish. Yeah, something like that. Hair root coverage. Good. Hair highlights. There we go. Like the beard stood the same. Okay. Hair root color should be black. Your tip color is okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh, the hair color looks kind of weird. is because of the hairstyle. That's what we're rocking. And then color-wise, there we go, a little bit of gray. Maybe like that. It's better. No makeup, please. Thank you. And the highlights, please. Thank you. No lipstick, please. Nice shimmering lippies. So, to the identity. The ruler is pragmatic, short-spoken, and seemingly a bit cold. I'll rather see myself as passionate, eager, and very too much eagerness in me.
That might be so, but we still haven't worked out what we're supposed to be doing yet.
And then we're going with kormakrtv, but the TV will advance because that looks silly in the game. So kormakr, save. We are a sorceress. Save again. And with that, we have our merry bands. Liz, the fighter, slandered the paladin, Wolfhard, the rogue. Wolfhard looks super charming. And Kormakr, the sorcerer. Let's start our adventure. Oh, I'm excited to start the adventure. Let's get going. A quick zip. If you skipped over here, then welcome to the adventure. As we gonna play through, I'll try to explain a lot of things. 1095 AC, somewhere on the southern coast of Ferendra. A pigeon flies by. A boat in the water. Cliffside. More birds. Fleeing in panic. Oh, this looks charming. Oh, here we are. Hello. Wolfhard is not looking very happy. He's like, can we please make a stop? My feet hurt. You make one step, I make four. And there is a statue of somebody patting a kid.
What are they doing?
They're moving the statue to the city. They do it every year for the holy day of Paladin.
Oh.
Is this something to do with Marike? I told you to pay attention during religious studies.
It is indeed the Redeeming Mother, cleansing the condemned before their execution.
Is somebody to be executed?
Even those who fail to redeem themselves in life are forgiven in death. An uncommon representation of our goddess, but fitting for this day of funerals.
About that, we're running a bit late.
Oh yes, I thought I remembered your faces.
We're
Do you
from the
know?
orphanage.
Yes, of course. You're the children Mother Colwell adopted. You must be going to her funeral. Bless her memory. Mahin was a truly righteous woman.
Thank you, Father. Blessed day of Kaladar to you.
Marike smile upon you all, Colwells.
Wolfhard spotted
if it
somebody.
isn't good old Landry. Couldn't mistake that mop of red hair for anyone else.
Landry's somebody from our, I don't know, our family. So AC 19 already. Chainmail 16 plus 2 from shield plus 1 for the defense gives us an armor class of 19 on level 1. That's insane. Wolfhards with an AC of 14. Cold Wall slandered over here 13. 13 with 16. And me over here with 12. So there's different ways of how you can control your character. You can control it by clicking around, or you can go for the control active camera, where you zoom in and go with VSW and run around like that. Sadly, hands, ouch, and controller is not... use the control group the party or split up into individuals. We can do that as well. So everybody can run on their own. But we're going to go as a party, and we're going to use the top-down control. I can use my mouse button to look around. And I think Alt to highlight things, like examining that book. The first goddess. Up into the inventory. Oh, man. I'm getting such a nerdgasm right now. So, our orb is the item we use for spellcasting Arcana. We have a letter from Lord Tennyson. Hail friend, forgive my hasty scrawl. Word has been passed to me that you left urgently for the south, where you will join your relatives in honoring the passing of your mother Mahin. Perhaps it is too late, but I think you should know that in all the years we've lived at my father's estate, I've always considered your family. Oh, that's cute. Know that the doors of the Castle Sandreed will always be open. What is cool is that these backgrounds, at least in Solasta 1, played into the story as well. So your background kind of like caught up with you at a certain point. My thoughts are with you in these dark hours. Pass on our sincere condolences to your family. Yours, Lord Robin Tennyson, the third of that name. Okay. We have also a healing potion. And we found this book of the first goddess. Language, common language. That means we can read it. History. Little is known at the beginning of the worship of the 5 major deities that came from Tirmar. But little debate exists around the emergence of the Arun and Marike as the prime gods of humanity. In tradition and widely held belief, Arun and Marike are husband and wife. However, theologians often dismiss this conceit. To them, the existence of the gods is considered to be the result of the worship of millions of souls powering the gods into existence, not something as mundane as human customs of marriage and family. Since the arrival of humans on Solasta, the worship of Marike has spread across many of the kingdoms and states of Ferendra. Quick history updates. Humans were not native in these lands, elves were. Humans appeared through a portal, similar to the Witcher book series, you could say. They were running through a portal into this universe, hunted down by lizard folk. I forgot the name of the lizard folk right now, but you find them in the first Solasta game. So we're kind of like invaders, you could say. It is known that her church first spreads from the Snow Alliance, where Termirian refugees led by clerics established the tenets of the current church. Although some texts mentioned dissidents branches being established in the city of Sandreed between what is known as the Kingdom of Gallivin and the Principality of Masgarth. But it seems this schism healed by the 1st century AC. Creed: life is a cycle. In life lies the seed of death. In death lies the seed of rebirth. To embrace life is to accept death. Marike is the goddess of both life and death, a duality that confuses some at first, though it is the foundation of her worship to accept the immutable necessity of the two aspects of the existence. As a goddess of life, Marike protects the mother of childbirth and heals the sick and wounded. She also comforts the facing their last moments and fiercely opposes those who corrupt the natural cycle. In that regard, Marike has been called benevolent by some, heartless, ruthless, and tyrannical by others. For theologians, Marike is neither, simply the neutral embodiment of the natural cycle. There's some holidays as well, and the overall clergy information. So, looks like we have to have a chat with our wonderful compagnon in the front. There's some motion blur active, I think. Let me have a look at that. Everything seems to be set to low for some odd reason. Maybe that's the reason. Let's put it all to high. Motion blur intensity, none. Thank you kindly. Resume game. Yeah. Way better. What do we find over there? The Gallivan War. The Sorag War. Exactly, the Sorag were the scaly ones. Gallivan War began when the Sorag infiltrators, with help of the demons, took control of the kingdom of Gallivan and started a war against their neighbors. The first attack was directed against the Principality of Moscow. Because the Sorags themselves are shapeshifters, I'll quickly go through the pages so you can pause here, read it for yourself, and then replay or click play when you're done with it. Because we're going to go through all the books and whatnot when we do the 1.0 playthrough of it. So, let's have a chat with our new companion. Or apparently somebody that we know who is Landry.
Ha! Landry, is that really you?
The one and only. It's been a long time.
Must be 10 years at least. It's so good to see you. I wish it would have been in different circumstances.
Same here. I'm so sorry for your loss, by the way.
Walk with us. We can speak about the good old days.
I'd love to, but look.
Oh.
The war. Gallivan troops had damaged it, remember? Well, it fell off a couple of years ago.
I didn't know. Haven't been back since I left the orphanage.
None of us have.
We'll never get there on time if we circle around. Especially with that storm coming.
Oh. There's an
Come on, let's
bad
climb down.
front
We used to do
coming.
it all the time when we were kids.
Looks like it's funeral. Laundry joined for the journey to the funeral. The old bridge
Look,
being
everyone here.
broken.
We can crawl under this.
Okay. Let's move over there. Man, playing this with the controller probably up close must be super pretty. I'm gonna definitely have it ready for episode 2 to play with the controller.
Undignified, but necessary.
Undignified because we have to crawl through. I think will happen. Little bit of dirt. Oh, click over here. Let my wonderful people run. I'm sorry the camera movement is not the smoothest. As I said, I am having just one hand. Free. Music. Let's lower it down to 60%.
Come on, we don't have all day.
Yeah, I'm coming. Off we go with a climb. And over here, the first Orkov. What do we have here? Oh,
It would have been easier to bury Mother back in town.
Mareike was a big part of her life. She would have wanted to be buried in the old temple.
I hear Rickard is the temple's new solace. He's gonna say mass at your mother's funeral.
I guess
was-
that's why he called for us. It must be tough for him.
Let's hope he doesn't down a bottle of liquid courage beforehand.
Well, okay.
so that is probably because Wolfhard is the jester personality. Depending on all your personalities and backgrounds, the whole group banter will have a different dynamic. And I'm really loving that about Solasta. It's something that BG3 did not manage to hit the vibe of the group banter and whatnot.
Everyone, look!
In my
the
opinion.
monster's cave. You remember how Mother got mad every time we went down there?
Whoa. With dark vision. With our character. Oh, there we go.
Coming or what?
Yeah, I'm coming. Okay, my character automatically casted light for us. I can turn this off if I don't want it to have it going. That's pretty neat. There's a lot of crabs that got killed. It looks like.
Come on, we don't have all day.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. Ooh, loot.
Crabs used to live in there.
Looks like something ate all of them.
Are you coming or what?
Oh, the first nature check from Wolfart with a success. A difficulty of 5. We rolled a 4. And we succeeded. Very bad roll. Giant crab pincer. Looks like food. And fishing nets. We're going to take it all. I'm also curious if they are bringing back that guild that cleans up after you. In terms of leaving loot around. Because encumbrance and weight of items is definitely a thing here. And you had that thing when you were going into dungeons, that the company would come after you, clean up, and then in like a 2-3 days time, they present you the loot that they found, and you could decide what you want to have from there. And if you don't want anything, they would just sell it for you and take like 10% off or
The
something.
old tower. It's collapsed and ended up down here.
A victim of the war, like the bridge.
Come on, push this bit out the way. Why don't you
On
do
it.
Because my arms are so weak.
My arms are so weak. Well, we pushed it away. We have a -1 in strength. Okay, guess we do that only without a check. Oh. What are those?
What are those things?
Exactly.
Well, they don't look like crabs. Never seen anything like them. Best to be cautious. If we stay low, we might get past without being seen.
And tutorial for sneaking. Stealthing.
Psst, we're
Whoa, whoa.
sneaking. You have to crouch.
So, sneak. Now we can see our area of noise that we do. And where they can see us. So, therefore... click over there. Yeah, I'm coming.
It's okay.
Oh, we jumped into the water.
Stand up now.
Okay, we have a sack over there.
Dearest Mariah, those ones really gave me the creeps.
A lantern.
At least they've gone now. Let's take a look at these ruins.
Definitely, we can also have a look at this tower that came down here. Because over there we have a bucket and a shell. Putting that aside. Ooh, expo. Ooh, hello there. What do we have in the chest? Thieves' tools. Straight up to you, my friends. Thieves' tools straight up to you. What else do we have around here? That looks like a place. Perception check. Aha! Good. Throwing daggers. We do have that already. I'll grab that as well. Why are you sneaking? Something bad happening? Oh. Kobolds. Give him a shot. Sneak attack shot. Sneak attack. Okay, because it was a sneak attack, the other ones were not alerted. That's good to know. Oh boy. The battle starts. You ambush the enemy. There we go. So, everybody rolled initiative at the beginning, and our order of who is doing what when has been established. Seems like we are still sneaking. So I would like to... Main action is over. For some odd reason. I can only bonus action. Or reposition. I'm going to reposition myself. Over here. Looks like there's 2 more. A Kobold Veteran. And another Kobold back there. Good. With that, we are done and ending turn. Now it is Coremaker. His chance to look for me has been not successful. Therefore, we're going to go for bonus devices. My favorite is Ray of Frost. Cast spells. So these are cantrips. Do we know already what there are good at or bad at? We don't know nothing of their resistance and whatnot. Kobolds, I think, are resistant towards fire. And they don't like ice. Therefore, let's go for an ice shot. 91% chance to hit. Boom, 7. Dead. We rolled a 16 to hit. His DC is 12. Therefore, we did hit. Okay. I'm going to explain on the next attack exactly how the rolls work. And with that is good. I'm going to move over here. End turn. So, Slandered is still good to go. Gonna move up here. It is enabled. The hero can use their heroic inspiration point to reroll field attack. Paladin powers. Cast spells. So, bonus. Never mind. I'm going to click on the weapon and go for ready action. So if somebody comes close enough, we're going to instantly attack it. It's kind of like an Overwatch, you could say. Oh, wow. That was a good hit. Nearly one-shotted him. So the reason why I was not able to do here another move is because I had to use dashing. Bonus device. Powers. Okay. Reaction is stopping to do that. Shove attack. We can shove somebody. Advanced combat tactics. Oh, I could have done a dash as a main action, then run both. That was the thing, exactly. So I would have done a dash from the beginning. I could run the distance of both going in there. And we're going to do that. Going to make a dash action. And run right next to him. Rolling an inside check. He fails. And we're still hidden right next to him. Wow. But our main action is over. We just still have a bonus action. But in the bonus action, we only have second winds that would heal us. Therefore, ending turn. He's also dashing. Dashing through the snow. So there's a lot of protection over here. On this side as well. Full cover protection. I'm going to give it a try though. 64%. Definitely do a sneak attack. 11 damage. So what we did here is we rolled. We rolled our first nat 20. There we go. Roll a natural 20. That means it's a critical success. Because we rolled with advantage being out of stealth. That's why we had 2 dices, two d20s. The one was a 20, the other one was 11. Because of advantage, we picked the better dice, being the 20. On the dice up top would be the dexterity modifier, the +3, and our proficiency bonus with the weapon we're using to roll to the dice to hit. And that's 20 plus whatever we had, but if it's a natural 20, you hit automatically, no matter what, was versus the armor class of the enemy. He has 10 natural armor, and plus of dexterity bonus, a +3, a DC of 13, saying there. So it's our dice to hit versus the enemy's armor class that decides if we hit. We did hit and rolled 2d6 plus 3 on that because it was a crit. And we rolled a total of 11 piercing damage that instantly annihilated the poor gobbo. That was it. So, next turn. How far is the range? Let's try firebolts. Okay. I could ready action the firebolts. Let's do that. Let's ready action the firebolt. You get over here. And you're gonna ready action your longsword. He's taking a shot. Hits him for 6 and he's dead. And that we've dealt with the kobolds. Question now is though, why are the kobolds around? Short bows, another material. We loot it. Oh, anything else? Ooh. Traps. Let's do single targets. Lionhearts. Wolfhearts. Up to you to disarm the traps, please. These tools was a success. And then over there as well. Okay. Accidentally ran into it. Probably misclicked and clicked right next to it. So we have a bag over there with some loot. We have a chest over here. Poison needle. Let's disarm the trap over there on the poison needle. 12 plus 5 is a success. Now let's try to lockpick it. Was a success. It's a great amount of healing. And the Impossible Alliance. What could that be? What is the Impossible Alliance? After full investigation by our intelligence services, our conclusion is that the threat of an alliance between our two neighbors is highly unlikely at this present time. Strategically, our military control of the Hifrin region creates too much of a barrier for the two sides to coordinate. We control all bridges, and even if troops from both sides were to try a pincer attack on the region, we would see their movement long before finding ourselves trapped. Even if the South Corthenin were to be deprived of military forces. Politically, the troubles in Galavan have become less volatile, and the political situation has finally stabilized after years of post-war struggles between the dukes. We believe this may soon make it possible for them to vote for the new king. Our preferred candidate seems to be achieving some popularity. Our greatest fear was the imperial influence and Galavan's destabilization would push the people of Galavan into an alliance with the new empire against us. But interestingly, this is not happening. Instead, despite the war reparations we demanded and obtained, the population of Galavan have seen our behavior as reasonable, and our stewardship of the Ifrin region has great benefit due to renewed, expanded commerce along the Falavin rivers. Interesting. Worked in your favor? That's a rarity. That is a rarity in a situation like that. So, there's a Uten sock up there with studded leather. Oh! First upgrades over here. It is a 12 DC plus dexterity armor bonus. So we have plus 3 over here. With our armor together is a 14 armor class, exactly. And if we grab the 12 studded leather and equip it, it's a 15 now. Ooh, looks fancy. Looks fancy. I could give that to Kormakr, because Because I think I can wear that. I cannot wear that because I'm not efficient with leather armor. That's why. Well, it was worth a try. Never mind, let's leave it here. So, we have this fella over here, loot all. Landry wants us to do a short rest. So short rest up here works like that. Everybody has hit dice that they can roll to regenerate health. There are some classes that let you regenerate a spell slot when you have used some magic. But yeah, let's see. Cordwall rolled a 5. Perfect. End of the short rest.
I feel better now. Hey there. You alright?
We're definitely alright. Okay, family role selection. Interesting. During this dialogue, you'll have to choose one role for each character. The Golden Kid, the Substitute, the Scapegoat, or the Top Student. Each role can only be taken one. Choose the Golden Child. The Substitute. I have to quickly Google what the Substitute means. Web browser. Google. What? Sorry, I'm a little bit slow here with the hands. What does the Substitute mean? Substitute, a person or thing acting or serving in place of another. A sports player nominated as eligible or to replace another after a match has begun. Oh, kind of like a replacement. Replacement child? Wow. So the Substitute is a replacement child of the Golden Kid. Okay, I could see slandered because he was into religion, and Marika was kind of a big thing to our stepmother. He was the favorite one. He was the Golden Kid.
I still can't believe we're going to bury Mum.
Mum? I know Marhin adopted you, but I didn't realise you were so close.
So, choose your scapegoats. I think Wolfhard is definitely the scapegoat.
Oh, they were always Marhin's big baby. Go figure. It's true. We had a special bond.
Well, in your own way, you were special too. You were the one who always got punished.
Choose the top students. I guess the Master of the Arcane. They're gonna be myself.
You were definitely looking for it.
And you were always the swotty teacher's pet, weren't you? You still are.
Guys, come on. It might be a day to remember old times, but don't dig up old quarrels. We know where this goes.
Oh, and I suppose that's going to be my fault.
You really haven't changed that much.
All right, everyone, listen up. Let's move. The funeral is at midnight, and we still have to climb that cliff.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, lady.
Hey,
yes, sir.
The Orcus?
Is it the only sex? I don't know. Who's the Ocris?
It looks like it. What's she doing? What do you think, dummy? We're burying Mother. Like you, she's grieving.
Okay, enough. Let's go. It's time.
It is time. So, find a way to the cliff. That looks like an item that we can pick up. The Oceanic Blue. Good, everything else we have picked up. Harvestable. Exactly. Up we go. More Oceanic Blue up ahead. Blue Coronation. Alley up. Hello there.
You.
Diorcus. It's been a while.
4 little troublemakers. Like old times. You haven't changed a bit. Oh,
Is that
Landry.
Bazel?
Hiya, Dee.
is this a party or a funeral?
Rickard sent us a message.
Yes, he sent me one too.
He said you didn't answer. He was worried.
Oh, really? How interesting.
We had to come and pay our respects.
You don't need an excuse. She adopted you. You're her children as much as I am.
It's probably time to go, don't you think?
Give me a moment. I'll join you there.
Aww. I think that is... What was her name again? Deborah? Deborah Wilds? I think that's Deborah Wilds' voice acting. A.k.a. Lae'zel, a.k.a. Bazel. Good on you, Solasta. Good on you, Solasta Des. Getting some good VA names in there. Lantern. What do we have here? Some kids. Another note. The Temple Call. What is that? Oh, that's that symbol. That's the guy had earlier. Built between 3080 and 3085 AC, Temple Call was established by clerics of the Order of Oblivion who had left the Snow Alliance. These clerics traveled throughout Ferendra, spreading the faith of Mareike. The temple's name came across of an old local word for hill and also relates to the clan of the lords who have governed the coastal area for generations. Originally called Colwell after well atop the hill, the family later took the name Colwall when the area was fortified. The current ruling family at Caer remains actively involved in both the clerical traditions of the region and the faith of Mareike. The temple suffered severe damage during the Gellivan War, and as a result is no longer used for regular worship by the locals. However, it is still serves as the site of an annual celebration such as the Day of Kalidor and the Day of Life Supreme. During these times, clerics and followers of Mareike clean and decorate the ruined temple and host festivals in its gardens. Despite its ruined state, the temple is still sanctified and falls under the authority of a Solus. Currently, Rykard Colwall, son of the former Solus Thomas Colwall, oversees the temple's jurisdictions. Okay, so a sibling of ours is taking care of the temple activities, it looks like. Loot the Colwall Orphanage. I'm interested. Opened 1048 AC by Mahin Colwall, wife to the late Lord Thomas Colwall. The orphanage was first set up in the old farm at the once fed temple calls monks and priests. In an effort to honor Mareike and help the many orphans of the Gellivan War, Lord and Lady Colwall decided to create this now renowned establishment that has, over the decades, helped numerous children and even older waifs and strays to find new meaning in their lives. To this day, the orphanage and temple call remaining under the jurisdictions of the Order of Life Regnans and part of the Paladin Protectorate. That comes in handy. Who are you? Something to sell over here. Party wealth, 300 and something. Party food, 6. This combines all the edible foods found in the character inventories. 1 party food is enough to feed the whole party, and the consumption for 4 long rests. Okay, so we have food for 6 long rests in there. Let's sell. Let's purchase. Tiny diamonds, pearl, smoked fish, dolmithar. Potions of healing he has. Could also sell some stuff. Like this dagger. This dagger. Short bow. That dagger. That dagger. The javelins. Longsword and the shields. What was the longsword and the shields? Some extra oil. buckets. Okay. Nacre splinters. Leather armor. There we go. A little bit of coin. Greater healing potion. I think we're okay. Don't need anything. So, famous last words, I guess. Famous last words. Highlight interactive abilities. I am way in front of you. Ooh. Look at him! Here we come! I will be afraid to stand below such ruins. What if it falls off? Liz and I are like, oh, my day. My hidden cold wall.
Rickard.
Rickards.
You made it. Teokas.
This is Ben Starr.
I thought you'd never come.
What happened?
I don't know. She wasn't sick, and yet she knew Mareike was coming for her.
It doesn't make any sense.
She left this. For you.
Oof.
D. It's Kaladar. Time to honor Mother. We'll talk later.
It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, and a storm comes now. Oh.
Thank you for coming. I know it was a long trip.
We had to come. She meant a lot to us. But you know that.
Yes.
You should have saved her.
I told you. It was Mareike's will. It was her time, and she wanted to go in peace.
Did she tell you that? Or is it what you tell yourself?
Dee, I'm begging you.
We can still bring her back.
No! She told me not to. She deserves the peace of death.
Try and stop me.
What the?
Mareike.
Is that the signal? Don't do it, Wolfart! Oh, a nice one.
Mareike, you moment!
I guess the fight is on. Are they with her? Did that talisman do something? I've questions. I have so many questions. Woolly Brute. 22 HP. Okay, the DC is not that high. Oh, boy. Who's standing over there? Kormakrtv. Yeah. Let's go for him. Sapped. What does that mean? Has disadvantage on the next attack roll. Is that because of the longsword? Enable heroic inspiration. I'm not going to use that. At least not for now. Does everybody have a heroic inspiration? It looks like it. Let's use it. Attack the brutes. I would have missed. So we're going to do an heroic inspiration. We get a +4 on that. Oh. Oh! It's a +4. I thought it was like an extra roll. Well, that was a misuse then. Boo-hoo. Paladin powers. Neutralize poison. Lay on hands. Or I could go for Divine Smite. But that will probably trigger automatically anyways when I hit. To ask me if I want to do Divine Smite or not. So, that was it from my side. 55%. Give it a try. Let's do sneak attack plus 1d6. He's vexed. The source of Vex has advantage on the next attack roll against this creature. And we're moving away from here. So that's that. He's missing. What is that? Oh, that falls down? We can push that. So if I go now, I am getting attacked. If I do... I'm gonna firebolt at you. That's a 4. Where's the other target? The other brute is over there. Yeah, I would like to take a step back. He missed. Whoop. End my turn. Other brute is hitting. The pillar's doing something. Do we need to push the pillar? Find a way to stop the Orcas. And that's probably by pushing that thing up there. That is our only spiel here. That creature died. Everybody did a saving throw. Oh wow, it explodes even. Excuse me. That's done for your turn. You're gonna move over to attack the brutes. He blocked it. I'm moving to the sides. I'm ending the turn. Fuck, there's another one coming. There's more and more coming. Okay. I need to use a dash action. Yeah, I'm gonna dash through. Gonna take an attack of opportunity. That's 8 damage. Oh, it was Wolfhearts who's dashing through. Have a potion. On yourself. Roll 2 2s with the D4 for healing. Not bad. These 10 hits. And a little bit of a heal comes through. From our cleric. So, let's do our first magic missile to have a look at how that looks, because that is 100% attack hit, 3 targets. Swang, swang, swang. Was decent. Decent. The brute comes. Dashing. That brute attacks our cleric brother. Push the pillar over to break the core's concentration. Yeah, that is my try at least. Let's go, Liz. Nice hit, 24. Good rolls there. Look at that, 19. See? Everybody, that's how you do it. 1 HP and a dream. That's it. That's slandered. That's not how we do it. A 4? Come on! You can do better. Not shove. I'm gonna do a dash action and run all the way up here to that. I need a full action to push it. It's gonna be next turn. 21. That definitely hits. Should have taken out the guy who's still alive, but maybe we can do that with another magic missile, because that one shot is hits guaranteed. He goes boom on hits. That's a little bit bad that they go boom on hits, to be honest. The brute hits with a 15. Oh, there's another one. There's another one coming. Good. That means we are going to dash now as well. Moving around. Pushing for that pillar. And turn. Same goes for slandered. Using a dash. Legged man. Wait, no. Did not happen. Did I misclicked? There we go. Dashing through the snow. At some point, he should be able to do dashing as a bonus action. So... push that. Yes! Concentration has been hindered. Oh no! Our red-headed friend is dead.
Holy Mother.
Oh! Did Mariah herself came? I think it's Mariah herself. Essence seems to get burned out of her.
The covenant must be honored.
I tried. I did everything you asked of me.
That's a new side of Leaves now.
Why did you take her from me? Shadwin was right. You are the betrayer. And you have betrayed me!
Oh! I guess the whole temple falls apart. Will that bury also the grave of our mother? Oh! Oh! Wolfhard is looking pissed.
Rickard, no!
Nice, can't be over.
O Holy Mother, keeper of life and death, please hear our prayer. Your devoted cleric seeks your mercy.
Wait, she's coming back again?
Why? The Cold Walls failed to keep the Covenant. Again.
We are Cold Walls too. Marhin was a mother to us. We shall honor the Covenant.
You would take Marhin's burden to save her son.
What is her burden? What? Slandered years of Paladin should know what the Covenant is. What is the Covenant?
What is the Covenant?
Your sacred heritage. A blessed journey to undertake. A flame to keep alive.
I would have expected a different voice for Reganis. We say no, is that like over? Will we take Mahin's burden? I think despite the gestury and whatnot, we would take care of family. So yes.
We will.
So be it.
All thanks to Liz's prayer. All thanks to the prayers of Liz that resummons the goddess for some oddest reason that she reappeared and not just abandoned these mortals. But looks like that also she got saved by doing so.
Where are we?
Neokos. She sent me back.
Where?
Rick. Why? Why did you have to take everything from me? Shadwin was right. It's all lies. Deceit. All of it.
Who's Shedwin?
Wait!
He's alive.
I mean, I expected it.
Where is the Orcus?
She's gone. Don't move. We'll go get help.
Oh, fine. I guess I'll stay here.
Did that really happen? Did we really speak to Marai?
Oh, it burns. What? God's teeth, I'm branded.
Oh,
What? Huh. So am I.
Marike's symbol. The message is clear.
I'd have a couple of questions for her. Me too. Like, what happened to Landry? He had nothing to do with all this.
What about those weird stone creatures protecting Diorcus?
Well, finding help for Rickard should be our priority.
true. True. Finding help for Wicked it is. Wow. So one of our more or less sisters went against it. Got also branded just like we. But she seems to be off her trodden path. So I think and I hope we can bring her back to redemption and help her. And see what's what. But that is to find for us out in the next episode of how we and what we can do for Rankeds, how the story continues. I hope you enjoyed the character creation and the first glimpse of Solasta 2. I can't wait to continue. Let me know in the comments down below what you think so far of our run, of our characters. If you think that I have at least decently recreated my dear content creators friends. And with that, I thank you kindly for tuning in. Have a blessed day, and I see you in the next one. Ciao for now.